Hi, welcome to Designs. My name is Jerry, and we're going to be having fun here. Today, we are going to be discussing about redesigning. This is our first review we're going to be doing on posters, the poster reviews, and we're going to be discussing a lot of things that will concern design. We're going to see how we can recreate or redesign some designs we see on the internet, and we'll see how we can actually learn from it. The main aim of this channel is to actually grow and to see how we can actually improve as designers, as young designers. So I'm going to be making reviews. I'll be doing some 3 designs reviews per week and seeing how we can actually learn from each of them. But I will also be designing every single day because I'm aiming on a project. I'm actually on a project and I'm building my skills as fast as possible because I'm wait for nobody. So I will keep everything very clean and very plain from an amateur point of view and seeing how we can actually learn from everything we do here. So without wasting your time, let's get straight into reviewing. So today I stumbled on a design of being hands, and I want to discuss about it. It's very I like the design, so I just want to actually make some emphasis on it, and I think basically you will learn from today's video. So the name of the person, you can the link will be posted down below, so you can check the person on buying hands and see if you can learn anything, or basically just go through it and probably use it as a reference when you're also probably copying or recreating the designs. So the name of the design is Stop, and is it was created by it was designed by Jawang Hong. If I mentioned it very well, pronounced it very well. So Jonah Hong, the design basically it's unique kind of. So I'll just run through the whole project and show you everything, the elements from the main mock-up to the elements he used, and the tools, I think. So he used Illustrator, as you see here. I think he used Illustrator, something like that. Yeah, Illustrator and Photoshop. I think, yeah, Illustrator and Photoshop are actually what was used on this design. So let me just go straight into this and see how we can learn something from it. Down, just a little bit of some of the elements and the fonts here, you can see, and then these are the little bit of mock-up or something like that. I'm not too sure about this, but let us get into the main design. So these are the elements he used on it, from the typography to the system, the typeface, the color palettes, and that's it. So the elements that were created and things that were involved in the designs, from the even the height, I think it is even the diameter and something like that. So these are some of the shapes that he actually transformed, and I will show you how we can do this on Illustrator. I will link I'll put the next video or make a next video of how I actually made mine using Illustrator. It was actually similar but not exactly the same. It's not looking like as beautiful as his own design, but it's quite a little bit close to it or something like that, if I would say so. Yeah, so I'm going to sorry for that, touched something. So let's just go straight into it while this one loads. So this is it. So as I was saying, this is the mock-up here, and the elements used from, I don't understand what it means by the typography here, but the system, the font type, the area bold, that's in English. Why in Chinese he had his own Chinese, he had to impute some Chinese right up because I think it's Chinese from his name here. So inside the elements, and I said in a video I will show you how to create these elements, but I just want to speak very quickly on what I can actually extract from this design. um there are 5 main things. Actually, there's a video I'm going to link below where I learned how to extract at least five elements from each design, from any design you want to learn. It's how to learn anything as a creative. I think I watched it on YouTube from Chris Too's channel, that's the future, and he talked about how you can learn any single thing just by extracting 5 main elements from any kind of designs as a creative. So as a creative, I actually extracted some 5 elements that I think that are on this design, and we should look into it. let me go into it and zoom in a little bit. So the first thing I actually extracted is that the background, first of all, the background of the design is mainly blur. It's meant to distract. It's meant to take you from um, let me say, so the background is blur and is a main distraction. You understand? Is a main distraction from the main design. So you could be looking at just the background, the way it's being arranged, or the whole elements of the background as a main distraction from the main element of designs. Element of design. Although other designs that actually employ this technique where the background is kind of blur and something like that. So but that's the first thing I can actually extract from this kind of person. I think most of his designs are mainly blur. I haven't checked his page. I just wanted to just make reviews on his kind of design, and there's supposed to be some other things I'm supposed to talk about when it comes to poster reviews and making suggestions, or probably seeing how we can learn from a particular poster. But I think the background, what I know basically, the background is blur, and it's used as a distraction from looking at the main design itself. And there is a distorted arrangement of information, like the informations are not arranged in such a way you can go with your eyes. It's all just distorted. You get one information here 2020, we get information here 2020, then you have a certificate something, then the information. So you basically have a distorted way of arrangement, or when it comes to the information itself. And then number three, there is a asymmetric balance. The informations or the elements on these designs are not some way somewhat balanced or symmetrically balanced. They are kind of misbalanced, or you can see a kind of a kind of a difference when you compare it from the right or the left, or from the top and the bottom. The I don't know. You can actually correct me if I'm wrong on the comment. I would love to actually see people's comment, or probably it's even obvious or something like that. You can actually. This is my first video, so I'm not expecting it to be that perfect. But please, just go through it. I'm also crucifying myself by actually saying probably I might delete this from the video. But that's this as asymmetric, or is it asymmetric balance when it comes to the elements, of placing elements like that. So repetition of elements. Now repetition of elements, there is there are repetitions of elements, like you could see, this ones and this one. It's that there's a repetition, and with these elements here you could see the repetition. So these are actually things I think that they are more obvious, and there'll be a more deep dive into reviewing more probably in the future. But we are just getting into knowing this. It's just a video for learning purposes, and something you can actually try out, because I will still be recreating the design. I will show you how you could make some of the elements here, and see how you can distort, because there's some things here that looks a little bit tricky, but they are actually making more sense. So that's there. And there is a replication of elements also on the design with slight changes. Like you could see a replication of this with just a little bit of change, and you could also see replication of the background, some of the elements of the background with just slight changes or something like that. So there are slight changes to elements that are being replicated, and just to have a stunning design like this. I think I'm taking too long for just this, and I'm way too long for it. So I will in the future. So I will post the way you could manipulate this, to have this. Like if you could see here at this place here, it's just this element that is being converted into this. Like I think he actually showed it. There was a push here, and there's a push here, a push here, and a push here. So these arrows basically represent where the pressure, or where the push is actually coming from, or it is a distortion from the main distortion, and where it's moving from to, and something like that. So that will be all for today's review. Quite long, just an introduction for the review that will be coming up in the future. And probably I might not edit this, because I have time to edit or something like that. So I will just go straight into that, and I will see you next in the next video. You stay peace. Please subscribe to the channel. It's just starting, and like the video. I'll see you later in the future. Thank you.